An iwagumi with a jungle gnawing at the edges.
It is an iwagumi because it's a rock-only layout.
Yeah.
This vlog is about how we planted up this cichlid aquascape, and also I'm going to follow this guy here to Aquarium Gardens and watch him create a new scape there as well. So very exciting. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Cheerio. I'll give you a full update of the gallery soon. Got a special guest coming tomorrow. Hi guys, how you doing, mate?
Very good, very good.
Welcome to my little area.
Yeah, what are we doing?
We're going to plant some anubias in my cichlid tank.
Just a few, right?
Yeah, 50 pots altogether. I'm going to move this Awase Highline 300 cichlid tank to here, which is next to my beautiful wife's desk. Okay, what I do now is unplug this hose here from this connection here, and then attach my siphon hose here, which will go onto there, and that will just siphon all of the water out down to the inlet strainer, which is in the middle of these rocks. Siphon the water down automatically into my garden to water my lawn and my plants. So that's obviously going to remove most of the weight from of course the water, and then we'll have the rocks and the wood. Okay, so that's as much water as I can drain out using the hose. If I want to do any more, I just have to use buckets. I've left some stones here just to give the fish some shelter, and because it's such a short distance, I think I can just hopefully just slide it on my own. Okay, just as luck would have it, Harrison came home just at the right time to give me a hand, so that was relatively straightforward actually. We are in position, I've got the lights on, and we're ready to fill with fresh water. It is about 2/3 full. That's given me enough space to aquascape without, of course, spilling too much water over the side. Hardscapes here, filters are out there, excuse the mess. Pre-filters are here, so they're cleaned or ready to put back. Excited to actually recreate the scape, probably very similar to before, classic triangular layout that suits the dimensions of the aquarium, being viewable from 3 sides. So you can lie here and chill out and watch the cichlids. Lie on here, there's another seat here. So lots of viewing opportunities. And then finally, my wife sits here and she can enjoy the cichlids as well. So I think it's an improvement in the positioning overall of the aquarium. So I'm really pleased so far. Let's see what it looks like once we've got it scaped. The filters are running and I am now ready to install the hardscape. So we've got a mix of beautiful pieces of Frodo stone from my friend Adam Peszkeller in Poland. I strongly recommend you try it out, Frodo stone, if you've never used it before. Beautiful stone to work with. Sirius stone as well, so Sirius stone and Frodo stone. And then here's Tommy, and here's Betty. It's probably nearly their dinner time. No, it's not even more than an hour to go, guys. So we've got the rocks in, now it's time to put the wood in. So use the rocks as like a framework and then attach the wood, kind of poke it in different places so it kind of flows naturally, like we've got the one piece there, kind of following that natural line through there. The whole idea is to make it look kind of like nature designed it rather than a human being. I'm here with MJ, Aquascaping. Mark,
Hi guys.
how you doing, mate?
Very good, very good.
Welcome to my little area.
Very privileged to be here. I've been watching your videos for, I don't know, almost 10 years I guess, and now
Really?
I'm actually here.
So you're here escaping Niagumi?
It's a very weird feeling, I must say.
Yeah?
But I feel very
Oh,
privileged to be here. So thanks
it's my privilege to have you here, mate. Thank you for coming all the way from Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Thanks for having me.
And why are you actually here? You're going to do a escape somewhere else, aren't you?
The main reason for coming here was just because I really wanted to see Aquarium Gardens.
Yeah, it's an awesome place.
In a few hours we're finally gonna
Cool.
be there. Set up a tank as well, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be very exciting. Yeah, what are we doing?
We're going to plant some anubias in my cichlid tank.
Just a few, right?
Yeah, 50 pots altogether.
What do we have here?
We've got the keyring,
The coin leaf. The crinkled leaf, the coin leaf.
the coin leaf, and then the pinto as well.
Yeah, I love
So
this.
50 pots all together. And then we're literally just going to wedge them in the cracks. We're going to have a look, I'll show you. Tides treatment here. So here's the scape, as we talked about earlier in the video. Moved from here to here yesterday, and now it's time to plant it. So I think all we have to do is take the rock wool.
That's what you need us for, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't even bother splitting the pots up.
No.
Just remove the rock wool and then plug them in appropriate places.
That's gonna look really good.
Should we do it now?
Yeah.
I'll still do a time lapse. It's only going to take us a few minutes, I reckon. Okay, here we are, ready to plant our 3 Anubia species: the coin, the Kirin, and the Pinto. Coin kind of towards the surface and towards the bottom. The Kirin probably more around the central area, and then the Pinto as kind of highlights. Or I'm not going to plan it too delicately. We're just going to go in there, get our hands wet, and see if it looks good.
Hi guys, thanks for joining. Welcome, this is MJ Aquascaping, Mark, fantastic scaper. Right, so I've just noticed that MJ is ready to plant.
I've just kind of moistened the soil a little bit.
I like to go and dry. Do you remember the first Aquascape 600 we ever did in it?
Yeah, and that's a classic. It's got a picture on the wall of it. I'll show everybody in a minute. But that was a classic. That was one of the first scapes you did for me in the shop, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think I scape in the same way as you, Mark. I use the materials for inspiration, and I also use other people for inspiration. I look at other aquascapes that I've seen online, YouTube. We'll create something a lot of the time based on that, which is one way of doing it.
It's a big old surface area, isn't it? The 600.
Yeah, it's a lot of space to fill.
20 inches front to back.
And as I was saying to you, I was inspired by Jurassic Park Lost World. An Iwagumi with a jungle gnawing at the edges.
It is an irrigumi because it's a rock only layout.
Yeah. So we talked about
Tie
using,
twist.
yeah, well, we talked about using some little bits of wood, like suggesting the fallen logs or branches of the nearby forest. But actually, I think that would overcomplicate it. And you know, there's got a lot going on with the different textures anyway. And the stones are so present, and they're the feature. You'll kind of muddy the waters a bit if you start adding little bits of wood. Like in a larger display, that would work.
It might work, yeah.
Because those little details become part of the whole. But in a small display, they're going to take over.
Yeah. It's a really good point. In a small tank, you don't want to overcomplicate things, put too many elements in because it's such a small space to be doing that.
So we'll see how it...
Liquid Nature asks, what kind of filter do you use on a tiny aquarium? Well, down there we've got a Aquascaping filter smart. It's a perfect little nano filter, got a heater built into it as well. Fits in small spaces, obviously got quite a big cabinet for this tiny tank, but if you were to have this tank on a shelf or a sideboard or something like that, that filter would actually, you know, sit on a sideboard somewhere. It's not very big, not very heavy. And the heater is built in, which is key, because we don't want a heater in a tiny tank.
No.
It stands out too much. Heater in the filter, perfect. Yeah, I love that, because in the shop here we've got loads of scapes with massive chunks of ferns. Myself and George included are massive fans of ferns, and that reflects in the shop a lot. I love how the fact that you were using the Hydrophila araguaia and the pinnace feeder in replacement of that.
Yeah. So we're gonna let that grow out towards the sides a little bit more, just not too much. And then in the background, basically 3 different stem plants, 2 green ones, and one will definitely grow a nice purplish.
It's a bit like Monte Carlo, isn't it? But it grows tall with the background plant.
It's going to be a really textured display.
Did he say anything about me?
Yeah, he said he didn't like you very much. This is awkward. What did he say?
What did he say? Hey man.
Have you enjoyed yourself?
Absolutely.
And what can you talk us through quickly?
Yeah, so I was talking to Dave about what would be a suitable tank for the gallery, what was kind of missing, and Dave suggested I would do an island style composition because this tank is quite freestanding. I mean, we can view it from the front as well as from the side. There's quite a bit of some space. It's basically just 2 relatively big pieces. They kind of like work very well together. Yeah, almost create this trident appearance. And then I've used a few smaller pieces just to make it a little bit more interesting. Fossilized wood, and I'd never used that before, so I thought it would be a cool idea to use that as well. And then, of course, me being me, I'm adding a lot of plants. So we have a carpet with Hemianthus calipericoides cuba, and I've also mixed in a little bit of dwarf hairgrass just to kind of make a mixed carpet, make it look a little bit more natural. In the middle we have some Lixa japonica, and then on the wood, instead of going for the regular Java ferns or trident ferns, I went with Hygrophila pinnatifida. So it doesn't look like much right now, but that will start growing rapidly. And then in the background we have basically 3 different types of stem plants. I've used Micranthemum umbrosum, which is something that you don't see used very often.
No.
And it's going to be very bright green. Next to that we have the
Limnophila.
Limnophila. Limnophila hyperoidoides, something like that, it's hard to pronounce. Next to that we have the Pogostemon decanensis, and then again Micranthemum umbrosum. So it's kind of going to frame the layout, and then I'm hoping that they will do a good job in trimming and make a nice curve in the
I
background.
wouldn't count on it. He's not very good at trimming. He's a terrible maintainer. Yeah.
You can see that from all the other tanks here, they look horrendous.
Yeah, really bad. Yeah. It's a disgrace.
So yeah, I think that's it. It's kind of an MJ style tank, I think. Relatively simple hardscape with a lot of plants, a lot of different plants, and I think it will look good in a few weeks from now.
Great addition to the showroom. Thanks for coming.
It's my pleasure.
Look at these guys, addicted to the phones.
It's terrible, the youth of today.
You just picked it up.
How can people find you?
Mostly on Instagram and YouTube, and yeah, MJ Aquascaping, you should be able to find it.
Cool, thanks for your time and effort and energy.
Very well.
Take care. Cheerio.
Keep on skating.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye guys.
Yeah.
So here we are the next day. The Aquascaper 600 that Mark scaped has settled in a bit. It's a little bit cloudy, it's just had a water change. Interesting use of the petrified wood. Very distinctive orange. Excited to see this one grow in. It's going to look really lush. Complex textures, very fine. Nice use of colours as well. Also another great addition to this fine showroom here at Aquarium Gardens. Now check this out. Just finished scaping this. Excited to bring you a vlog soon.